Welcome back to Supremely Black Podcast. This is your host, D Rose. I hope everybody is having an amazing Friday now. So we didn't drop an episode this week, but I did want to bring you all some content. Now, I want to know if you all agree with this segment I'm about to show you from the news that states that the economy is actually strengthening and things are cheaper. I have my thoughts. I will share them after this video, but I think this is kind of important to look into, especially as we go into quote unquote the holiday season for people that do celebrate. What's your thoughts on this actual news segment? Do you think that it is legit or do you think it's false? Here's a clip.
The price level is what we feel in our daily lives, not the rate of change. But here's the thing. Right now, we are seeing the actual price level, not just the rate, starting to change materially in some key areas. Here's an example. Key prices going down, not just going up more slowly. Price for a gallon of regular gas is down 15% from its peak back in September, almost down to what it was at the beginning of the year, well below the 2022 high of more than $5 a gallon, which is to say, not just that inflation has declined, it is deflated. Gas is cheaper now than it was last year. Cheaper now than last year. Holiday air travel prices also down. According to the travel deal site Hopper, Thanksgiving airfare is down 14% from last year and even 7% less than pre-pandemic in 2019. Christmas airfare, likewise, down 12% from last year. Again, these are drops in prices, right? And, as one of the mascots for the holiday season, the price of turkey, Jason Chaffetz managed to spend $90 for, is also down. On the first page of the Wells Fargo Thanksgiving report, it says, quote, retail turkey prices averaged $1.47 per pound, down 9% or 15 cents per pound from October of last year. Again, that's not the rate of increase slowing. That's actually it being cheaper this year than last year. The problem is that everyone seemingly has incentive to cover the rise in prices. And so there's...
All right, so here's my thoughts. Gas being cheaper is definitely a win when you think about just the high gas prices and having to move around. I think that's important, especially for people that have to be mobile. I know a lot of things can be changed now where you can get things delivered to your house. A lot of people work from home, don't really have to use that commute. So I don't know how much that's actually impacting people's pockets, especially for the majority of the people that are working. Travel airfare. Important because it was extremely high at one point, so you couldn't really actually travel, whether that was for leisure, family, emergencies, etc. So I could understand where that could be a key point. Turkey prices being lower than they were last year, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't even really know too many people that really still just eat turkey like that, even though it's, Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see where that's really that important. Now, when I think about this actual list, I cannot knock them for trying to paint a picture or create a narrative that things aren't all bad. But when we look at it, how I'm looking at it, I'm looking at rent, I'm looking at grocery prices, I'm looking at the actual things that I know for a fact are the absolute mandatory things that we have to do per month. I have not seen a drop in that. I'm just going to be honest with you. I haven't seen it. Rent is high. Inflation is still killing the market in regards to if you wanted to even buy a house, it's crazy out here. So until we start to see the actual economy improve in those areas that actually directly impact us, I don't think that we would ever share this same thoughts that this man did in this. I mean, it's a good attempt to try to create some positivity around it, but let's just be real. We need to really look at the most important things and getting back to how it was, because you can even look around markets and look at houses and rent in certain areas. It has never been that high, but in this economy, it's almost the standard. So as you look at things like that, you have to be able to adjust, to be able to pivot. This list that he states doesn't really do much for us. When gas is lower, turkey prices are lower, and travel air. What about the actual things that we're doing on a daily basis that are mandatory? Let me know your thoughts. Do you feel as if that this list is accurate? Do you feel that this is important to you? If not, share it in the comments. I want to know you all's thoughts. I shared mine. As always, long live CC. I'm out.